you want it, don't sweat it, homie, go get it. If you trying and it gets you down, don't let it. Take it from me, man, I've been around, don't sweat it. It's all better when you go for this. If I want something, I'ma go get it. At first it be all struggle, then it's all credit.
Here I am back with another 2K11 commentary. Playing the Pistons this time.
So glad you could be with us. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Tayshaun Prince out there with Andre Kirilenko. Then there's Rodney Stuckey. Then it's Greg Monroe and Gordon. And for Philadelphia, James in the point guard. Biggie and Young run the wings. Maurice Space out there with
As you see, I'm doing pretty well. I'm supposed to be changing my number soon. I don't like number 1.
So Philadelphia will get the
and we get ball first. And Goodman wants to try to act like a point guard. Call him the pick and roll here with my main guy. He's supposed to get that, but he didn't knock it in. That usually doesn't happen.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time. Here's Stuckey. Right now averaging 17 points a game.
Playing off with Stuckey because I feel like he's not going to try to score.
Here's Prince. Here's Gordon.
He's going to pass, dish it off to Gordon like I did when I was on the Pistons. Calling ISO right here. I changed my mind.
He had 35 points last game out. Up top, Spates.
Gets the ball back. Have to find somebody open. I find Iggy.
Well, it's a thing of beauty to watch him just rise up and put it down.
Finding Iggy on the baseline. One of the easiest ways to get this is.
That was a slight slam kick, showing you the replay above the rim. And it's the Pistons with the ball after the Sixers pick up 2. And the basket by Gordon. He's got to close out on that mid-range jump shot. On defense, the Pistons. This is the second time they've matched up against Philadelphia. Well, free throw shooting. Cost them the last game between these two.
Couldn't get the rebound.
Free throws are supposed to be free, Kevin. That's why they call them that. They're giving them to you, but you've got to take them and make them count. Becker Watson. Kirilenko trains it from short range. Well, it's been a good shooting start to the game. Only 75% from the field on their first 4 shots.
If you're asking, I am playing on Superstar.
Space with a screen on Stuckey. Takes it up. No good from Space. There's really no excuse. I don't know how many times we've seen, especially when it's time for the playoffs, the winners usually make their free throws. It's elementary, Watson. Make your free throws when you get them. Everyone needs to take their time, get into their routine, and fundamentally execute the free throw shot.
Headed down the court.
Okay.
I'm going to call it ISO this time. Oh.
Now here's James.
I broke his ankles, but I couldn't do nothing else with it. Dish it off to Goodman. Goodman on baseline. Gets me the assist.
Here's Stuckey. 20 points for him last game against Indiana. Iguodala against Gordon.
And that was poor defense on my part. I let him get past me trying to do too much help defense. And I remember in 2K10 last year, Rodney Stuckey was unstoppable. Especially since there was no defense in that game, but besides that fact.
Here's James, averaging 19 points.
Well, going down half court, calling another ISO, see what I can do with it. And I'm getting leaded, and I'm just going for the easy bucket.
James has got his first basket of the night.
No one really contesting at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for him.
Stuckey passes to Gordon. Back to Stuckey. Against the Prince. Leads it in.
I played bad defense
Good
again.
job of leading his man right to the rim for the bucket.
And here are the 76ers. Trailing by 2.
Going with the pick and roll one more time.
I love what I saw from their offense.
Looking what I can get with it.
Matter of fact, it was pretty good as well.
Pass it off. And Goodman gets a rebound. He is going to get his.
You have to block this guy out, man.
He doesn't seem like it, but he's a very productive scorer on this team. And I foul him. It's just not a very good day defensively for me. Yeah, we're 10th in the conference. We're trying to get past that hump. It's getting really hard. Especially I got traded here right before the All-Star break. I should tell you my trade story. When I was drafted pretty high. I think I was the 12th pick of the draft, 13th. I got drafted by the Grizzlies.
Defended by Gordon. Iguodala kicks to James. Pocket 4. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Here's Young.
And he misses that shot. I don't know why they tried to spin little layup. But anyway, I was drafted by the Grizzlies. And really, this is all because I wanted to try to get traded to the Trailblazers. I really enjoyed that team when I played with them one time in my players. And I want to get traded there again because there's so many options on that team. But I was pretty satisfied with the Grizzlies until I was still a very unproductive rookie. I was just trying to get stats how I could get them. And then on the third game of the season, OJ Mayo gets injured for about 6 to 8 weeks. And Rudy Gay wasn't being productive. And I requested a trade because after the 5th game I noticed that Trailblazers were interested in me. So I requested a trade, but I ended up not going there. Oh, that was a nice move, but couldn't finish. But I didn't end up going to there. I ended up in the Eastern Conference, and I was the Western Conference again, and I was traded to Golden State. Now that's when I started to get my game up some more. I started to score a lot. That's cheese. Well, anyway, I was traded to Golden State, and I started holding the ball more, looking more like a ball hog. But anyway, I started scoring a lot more points. I was being recognized in the league. But then I requested another trade because I wasn't be able to get the starting. Well, I did get the starting position over Stephen Curry. But I felt I didn't fit in the atmosphere. So then, once I got traded, I requested a trade, and then I got traded to the Pistons. And that's when I started to get my double-doubles. I started passing more, and I just played a little bit under the radar from all the trade rumors. After the 5th game playing with them, I did request a trade again because I wasn't feeling the Pistons. I was winning most. I had to use all my energy I could. They kept me out for like 42 minutes. And it took at least like the last shot of every game to win that game. And I didn't want that to happen anymore, so I requested a trade. And then this was the terrible. Well, after you see this slam, one hand dunk. If you're wondering, I have the D-Wade dunk package. But anyway, after the Pistons, I got traded away to the team that I despise the most to ever get traded to, the Thunder. They ball hog you until you can't ball hog no more. So I ended up actually getting a starting position as soon as I got there. And I decided that I would just dominate the whole game. I didn't get any assists, I just scored. The highest I scored in one of those games, I think, was 72. Nearly got that milestone of 75. And of course I requested a trade, but there was like only 12 days of the trade deadline to go. And there's only a couple teams interested. So I was just hoping that I would get to Trailblazers, and this is how I end up here in Philadelphia. But I don't mind Philadelphia because I do have one offensive, or a couple offensive good guys. They're productive and they do play hard. They don't just sit around and wait for me to score.
Here's James. 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Get stuff you need and I go for the one hand again.
Sometimes you think he might never come down. Well, it won't be the last time we see one of those slams from him. Here's Sessions. James Shuffle.
As you see in this commentary, I'm not doing very well.
It's all in by Andre Iguodala. Here's another example, Kevin, of how they're hustling to all the missed shots.
I'm just trying to find a way to get this objective first before I start doing anything crazy.
Gordon against James. Gets rid of it.
He gets him leaning.
5 on the clock.
He drops it to Goodman. He's gonna make that.
Good by Goodman. Here's Sessions. Now a timeout called by the Sports. Now let's go to 2K leaderboard. These teams have been bringing everything they've put up this month. You take a look at the 76ers. A great team, lots of shooters.
Yeah, Kevin, it's been a long month for anybody who plays these guys. I mean, they've been shooting the lights out. And it's been game after game after game.
The Pistons making a switch here. Van Gordon on the wing. He's covered by Iguodala. Monroe backs in.
I couldn't get the blocks there.
Hey, that was a nice move on the inside for him. He's not
I call in the pick and roll, see what I could do with it, and I drop it off to Spates, and he can't do anything with it, so he gives it to Nocioni. He's going to knock that down.
Here's Stuckey. He's got 8.
And I thought that was on my foul, but it's not, and it's on Spates.
He's been putting up the numbers. He's already up to 8 points. His free throw numbers are good. 4 of his points have come from there. Early on, already making a huge difference for him.
He hits the second from the line. Here's James. He has 6.
And I couldn't finish there. I tried to do a little too fancy there. Ben Gordon with that jump shot. And I know I said that, but I do use his jump shot now. I like it because when it goes in, it looks pretty. And I try to get the ball back, call a spin jump, and I just chuck it up there, trying to waste some time to go in the second quarter. That was a good assist. I'm going to call another ISO. And it's not working, so I pass it off. And I don't know why he faded away on that one. He had plenty of room. And it's not looking good now. They're going on a run.
If you run the fast break correctly, it's a thing of beauty. Here's Nocioni, right now averaging 5 points a game.
I'm calling that pick and roll. Not working. It's backing down on him.
Back to James.
Get him leaning. It's not a good shooting day. And if they make that, okay. Well, I always take the last shot of the game, of the quarters. Let's see if I can be clutch. Didn't make it. That's the tricky leaner. Well, I'm gonna stop this commentary for right now. Second quarter will be going up soon.
So far, their physicality has been deciding factor. And we'll get back to the action right after this.